France, are you ill? What is this? Okay, I I just gotta take this one in. Sorry, this is mad. Hello, welcome to Medieval 2 Total War, where the French besiege Milan, and where I, your host, Captain Turtle Waffle, enjoys his tea with some biscuits, because what finer accompaniment could someone wish for their biscuits than a bit of tea, and vice versa too. Oh goodness no, we have a little bit of trouble here, because, I mean, look at this. Our great invasion army was just hit by a storm we didn't ask for. And so we have lost nearly a third of it. Nearly a third of our army and its commanding officer. Actually, 2 commanding officers snuffed out of life by an act of God. Oh dear. That is a dispiriting start to our little episode, isn't it? Let's see if we can make things better. But, I mean, I guess we can, right? It's not that the universe conspires against us out of malice and spite, is it? At least I hope not. Let's see. So, we have some little housekeeping to do. There's a rebel army over in Cairo. We have a bunch of imams trying to convert the population of Acre and Antioch, dealing with both of these issues at the same time. Our siege of Damascus is going forward as planned, and we're ready to commence an attack when needed, which is well, it's basically now, I guess. And our siege of Aarhus is similarly going along just fine. I was thinking that the enemy might want to strike back at us, but actually it hasn't happened yet. But they are pulling in some forces. Talk is Mikkelsen, for instance.
Your enemy. It is me.
The upstanding 21-year-old citizen of the Danish realm. Although citizen might be putting it a little bit in anachronistic terms, because of course
Fleet ready, sire.
citizens don't really exist in that way in the medieval world. Citizens is a modern construct. It's sort of a nation-state type of a thing. Anyway, we're gonna try to get ourselves out of that stormy Britannic northern coast cloud of doom, and we'll see. I mean, the weather will pass no matter what. Let's just hope it doesn't follow us like a bad disease. Queues stalled, economy suffering a little bit, but actually, no, not suffering, just, you know, a little bit stagnant. But you know what can jolt us out of stagnation? And give us the upgrades in Aleppo that this place so certainly deserves. I'm gonna say expansion. Expansion of the realm is the key. And some regressive tax policy, of course. Can't live without that. But as for expansion, let's have a look at our possibilities. The most glaring one is Damascus.
Hail, my
A weak
king.
rebel garrison,
As you command, my liege.
a decent British army, and a Captain Ekmel who has seen off a lot of Egyptians, but now he's faced with professional soldiery. And Humphrey, 4-star general of the English realm.
Glory, honor,
Okay,
victory.
a small bit of cash there.
Lord, our courage and
Not
honor
enough
have
to secure the
conquered.
development of a church,
Yes.
which is a bit of a shame.
Godspeed.
At your service.
And what is this? Ah, we have a merchant who needs a hobby. Well,
Opening a new trade lane. At
he
your
can open a new
service.
trade lane.
At your service. At your service.
And then we have a
God's
priest here in Antioch who could probably be
I am spent, sire.
doing
I
some
shall
good work in
continue
Damascus.
tomorrow. Yes.
We already have a priest in Acre, and I guess he might be needed
Away
with
you,
all these imams
infidel.
around. And soon enough, we might also want to take a look at Jerusalem. Oh, we've gotten feudal knights. How lovely.
Orders.
More mouths to
You
feed.
will have to find us. Fleet ready,
Uh.
sire.
Okay,
Ships ready.
okay. So our navy has smashed up the Spanish navy. So there's a Spanish navy down there, but they can't really reach us
We will not
at the moment, so I
surrender
feel
these
pretty
waters
safe.
easily.
That's nice. Ren is getting back on track. Yeah. Okay.
Aye, sire.
Maybe Admiral Philip
Ships ready.
will be the one to pick up the
Ships ready.
army under Captain John.
No more wind today, sire.
And then Simon Curtis, aspiring commander of mixed loyalties. Well, we will put him to the test in the field, regardless of his mixed loyalties, because we're going to need to. Because we do want to sort of take the fight to Spain on their territory and not just keep on suffering indignity of invasion after invasion. But of course, we need to do something about the French as well. The French are a little annoyed because we have taken their land. Actually, most of their land. So let's annoy them further by taking the rest of it.
Yes.
There's a Spanish army blockading this bridge, but that will not be hard to deal with.
My lord. Orders. Command me.
Let's see, how many archers do we have? We have sufficient archers overall. What we need more of is actually melee troops. So we're going to bring some spears and some bills.
As you wish. Name the
All these archers will
We'll meet you there.
be able to do wonders if Bordeaux is attacked. Paul Tyler continues with his regiments. As they are. And our marksman's range is still out of our economic grasp. As is Milan's wall upgrades. But we did train a new unit of spear militia here. So with a little bit of luck, this
Come and
French
fight
army
me,
will
you
not be
coward.
something we cannot deal with. Although it is saddening to see that our walls have not been repaired. Shall we have a look at Denmark? I love that the entirety of Denmark here, of modern day Denmark, sans the whole Faroe Islands and Greenland thing, is summed up in the region of Aarhus. And for any Danes out there, this is basically regionalization taken to the nth degree.
Command me, sire.
Danish politics.
Sire. Moving to crush the enemy.
How do I describe this? Basically, we used to have dozens and dozens of municipalities, and they were all subsumed into essentially 4 regions of administration. So we have, basically Eastern Denmark and Northern Jutland and Southern Jutland and stuff like that. Or Southern Denmark, as they decided to call it. So basically, yeah, a whole bunch of different administrations turned into 4 under not the previous government, but a recent one. And it's not an uncontroversial decision. But this game takes it one step further, and so we're going to punish them for it. Ragnvald Svensson, I'm coming for you.
Show no mercy. Kill will be ours.
Come, my friends. There is much to be done. Aarhus awaits. Things are not going equally well everywhere, but we are trying our best. I'm not the thing I'm not really liking that much about the siege tower is just how long time it takes to get any troops at all onto this little strip of wall. And of course it concentrate our melee forces where these feudal knights can deal with them. Spear militia? We can probably do something against those two. You know, they're already shaken before battle, so we might just be able to crack them like a very, very inviting walnut. Wavering, wavering. Wavering, wavering, wavering. Actually, they're not even resisting very well.
The battle is very much in our favor. If we remain true and steadfast, victory will be ours.
Ooh. What's this? Seems that they might try to go into shield room formation or something. Right through them. Infantry tends to dislike that quite a lot. There we go. Then they have some war clerics over here. Oh, would you look at that? Yeah, I'm beginning to think that the siege tower business is not really helping us very much. It's just an ineffective method of getting inside this settlement. Oh, you know what? Here's what we're going to do. We're going to grab some of these guys. We're going to send them over here. And then we're going to get that gate opened. In no time. And then we're going to have a good time. Alright. Over here. We've got ourselves a bit of cavalry. Sitting in the square, sitting in the square. Do we have troops coming toward us, or are everybody, or is everybody, I should say, converging on the square? Well, gonna collect our cavalry over over in the corner. That allows our archers some decent real estate in town. Gonna use spearmen to hopefully shield our troops a little bit from the cavalry that they're going to be facing down against. Guys, why are you going that way? Well, I mean, it doesn't matter too much, but it's okay. It's okay. Okay. Mercenary spearmen, march through that gate. That is all I want you to do. These crossbows, well, you know what? Let's put you guys over here. Maybe you can take advantage of the situation we have with the militiamen over here. Although, it's possible that all we'll accomplish in practical terms is to be shot by that tower. But the enemy does seem a little bit shaky. Okay, have a look at the center. We are arriving! Lovely! We might just be able to win it from this alone, depending on how things go. But why would we deny our troops the target practice that they so desperately crave? Especially if these guys are just going to stand around, but it seems they might not. I don't know though. Anything can happen. Looking at the square, it seems that the enemy has resigned himself to basically defeat by default. Don't bring cavalry to a defensive fight, especially if they're going to be acting like that. And we keep on shooting. Keep on shooting. Because there's no reason not to. Yep. A little bit of revenge on the part of our longbows, who have indeed suffered some casualties I would have liked to avoid. Yeah, and that's basically that. Settlement is under our control, and it's not going to change in time. The Danes, my countrymen. Okay, they are awaking from their slumber, but I don't think it's timely. And they are now rudderless in a world that hurts them quite badly.
Only half the enemy force remains. Crossbow.
Yep. Shall we have another volley just for the sake of it? Ow. Well, it does help our experience a little bit.
All
But yeah.
of Christendom will be awed by the victory we have won here today.
Yeah, yeah. Indeed, indeed. Quite awesome. Not the cleanest entry into a town, and we have basically been learning here that siege towers are annoying to deal with.
The settlement has fallen. Take the spoils of war.
And that is indeed why I tend to not use them very much in this game. I mean, they just tend to slow an army down. It doesn't do that much for the overall outcome of the battle. Okay. Retrain some of these guys. We can even put them together. And train one fewer. Alright. So that has freed up the budgets for the marksman range. Pleasant. Pleasant and lovely. Khan has gotten a few new troops, which is excellent. Actually, now that I think of it, perhaps Mr. Edgar de Veer would be quite useful here. He's a 29-year-old guy, he's a very loyal and proven commander.
My lord.
So yeah, I think I'm gonna bring him along for our Iberian adventure.
Orders. Orders.
And perhaps he should bring with him some
Sire. Sire.
merge. Orders. Merge. So much merging to find.
Sire. By your command, my lord. Sire. Your will, sire. Yes. Orders.
Troops meeting in Rennes. On the next turn, they will head elsewhere. But for now, that's where they will stop. Captain John, you're to be joined next turn with troops that will guarantee your success.
We'll make camp. Aye, sire. We can go no further this day, sire.
I guess Aarhus does need to be a bit more defensible than it currently is. Hamburg is getting more troops. Aarhus has the troops it needs to defend itself. Well, the definite upside of this is that trade will now boom between it and our dear British homeland, where we can already see York benefiting quite a lot from its trade with Aarhus. You know, 571 right there. Ooh. Very good, very good. Okay, let's just take a look at Cairo.
I will not waste words on you, infidel.
You won't waste words on me. Alright.
Sire.
Oh well.
My lord.
Let's see what they got.
With honor, sire. Yalla.
Ah.
The Sultan wishes you dead. Yes.
No trouble. Oh my god, that was heavy. Okay.
Glory. Honor.
The presence of spearmen did more than I thought, even though they were the worst spearmen they could possibly get. But you know, I'm sure Walter enjoyed his little excursion, nonetheless. How about Antioch? Here it's just peasants. Nothing but peasants.
My lord. Yes, sire. Marching to war. The day is ours.
Can we get a general?
The day
Nope.
is ours, sire.
Oh.
Yes.
Okay, we reduced our bills a little bit.
Orders. Yalla, my sultan wishes you dead.
Oh, I'm sure he does. I'm sure he does. Once Damascus is stabilized a little bit by both religion and infrastructure and everything else, then many of these troops can actually be sent off on new adventures, and that adventure might just be led by Charles, I think. Or maybe John, I don't know. But either way, Jerusalem is ours for the taking. All we need to do is reach out for it. Until then, we need to do something about Fahim over here.
To battle it is then, sire.
He's got decent troops, doesn't he? Okay. In that case, better bring the rest of them.
A mighty host of your troops, sire.
Attempt a
As you
night
will,
attack
King,
and
to battle.
outflank them. Yeah. Lost a few, but it's mostly militia. We can live with that.
Glorious victory.
Everybody goes back to Acre,
Hail,
and
my
we
king.
continue producing our practice range.
My lord.
And Aleppo is now... Yeah, it's also a castle. So, we'll get it up to speed in no time. At least up to the speed that it can currently do. Acre can soon upgrade to a fortress, especially if we invest in some communal farming after the practice range. So that's something I'm thinking of doing. Goody goody. Alright. Our economy has expanded. And then we'll see. I think
You are not my liege.
Captain Clement, or Clement, yeah, Captain Clement will attack us on the end turn. I see no way around it. So that's going to be interesting. Indeed he does. Indeed he does. And he brings feudal knights times 3. Armored sergeants, one of them. Those are the most concerning troops. And then of course, I mean to some degree the catapults as well, but it's not too bad. Okay, just going to quickly save it, and I think we are going to win this one.
The troops are assembled. Prepare for...
Oh, this is interesting.
Lord,
Spies.
some traitorous wretch has opened our gates to the enemy. We must defend the gates.
Okay then. And yet again, they don't go to the place where they would have the highest chance of success. Or did we repair the worst damage? Yeah, it does seem like we repaired the worst of the damage from previous fights. But there was still damage from the last one. A single section of wall there. And of course our longbowmen have decided that they need to be split between 2 sections of wall, rendering any movement of them rather frustrating. Yay! Don't we just love it? Anyway, try to shoot some feudal knights, I say. Our mailed knights will sit in the square for now. Spear militia, let's get you in a decent line around here. Come on, guys. They'll be running to this place. Let's see. Yeah, they're on this side of things. Let's bring them over there. Then we have these 82. Yeah, again. Okay. But if we place them over here, they can sort of shoot at folks coming in through gaps in the wall or the gate. All dependent on the details. Our French foes seemingly have decided to shoot down our gate. Okay.
Great God! Our enemy have broken through the gates!
And I'll just spend a bit of time with these longbows. Trying to get them to put themselves in a position that can actually do things. Okay. I guess that's as good as we're gonna get.
Fight on! They must get no further.
Peasants, not worried about peasants whatsoever. And our towers are actually doing a fairly decent job right out of the gate. Are they trying to destroy... Oh, okay. Come on, guys. Run away from that. It's not good to be right where you are, and I can't move you about because the game is gonna game.
The walls have fallen. Steel and valiant hearts must be our walls now.
Movement can be surprisingly clunky in this game sometimes, especially on walls. Yeah. Oh, hey, you guys. Why did you not move as I requested? Is it because the enemy has started attacking walls all over the place? These guys made it over okay. Alright, and now that catapults will soon be gone due to our ballista towers. Towers which they seem more than happy to just ignore. France, are you ill? What is this? Okay, I I just gotta take this one in. Sorry, this is mad. Okay, there we go. What does the army do? Yep, they spring into action like they should. But our spear militia is ready for them at least. Our longbows are ready too. Here comes a general of theirs. That little silver blue fella.
By St. George,
Ha-ha.
our men have slain the enemy general.
Down he goes.
Without him, his troops will lose their will to fight. Our men are winning the battle. If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
Well, then let's continue like this, shall we? Peasants don't get within 2 feet of our troops before they rout. Aww. Okay. Ooh, there we got some dismounted knights.
George, save us. The enemy have the walls. But to our defense, or all will be lost.
It's okay. It's okay. Don't even manage to shoot the enemy properly before they run away. Spear militia over there need countering. Town militia running away. But the feudal knights are of course doing quite a lot better. Because they're just a good all-round unit. Oh, hello! And some are coming to the walls as well. Ha. Our towers are doing their little bit to try and keep them down. Though not too much at a time.
Only half the enemy force remains.
So we'll just have to shoot them. Spearmen, I want you to run from over here and then engage those spearmen from the opposing side of the longbows that are currently
Our men are winning
doing
the
some
battle.
target practice
If
on
we
them.
continue like this, we will smash the enemy.
And out here. Ooh, feudal knights running away. I expected that from the peasantry, but not from the feudal knights. So that's very good news. That means these are essentially last men standing. And now we're going to squeeze them from 2 sides and see how they like it. And we're going to bring in more longbows, just because we can. It's the sensible thing to do. They are murdering our spear militia, no question about that. And our longbowmen too. Okay. Need more spears. Need more longbows. Here they come. And these longbows can't even really shoot at anything, so I'm inclined to just let them come over here on their own sweet time. Oh, wait. Hello, feudal knights. Spearmen, attack them. If you can. But again, movement system. You clunky. Yeah. Okay, now the feudal knights are running back. And our longbowmen are tasked with trying to do something to them. I guess we can try to beat them from down here while they run up. That should leave them at a disadvantage, in theory, but no, our troops interpret that as moving up. You know, this is essentially showcasing clunkiness.
The battle is very much in our favor.
Extraordinary
If we
levels of
remain true and
clunkiness.
steadfast,
Extraordinary
victory will be
levels.
ours.
But if we can just get our longbows up here, then we can rout these guys in 2 seconds. Or, you know, about as much time as it takes to load up a longbow. Come on, guys. Are you gonna shoot at the enemy, or is it gonna be dillying and dallying all the way home? What's this? Meaningful resistance, or just Frenchmen fooling around? That may just be Frenchmen fooling around. But they don't seem to be routing. They seem to be in ranks. So, that is... Oh, wait a minute! The enemy has infiltrated our courtyard! Cannot have that! But these are armored sergeants, so they're not going to break because of a cavalry charge. Alright. Gonna just cut out the recording for a little bit. I'll get you back when we're back on track with this battle. Our enemy approaches the square. And our spear militia is approaching too. Just in time perhaps, but we are going to make a little dash to rout them with our mailed knights. Because these are just spear militia that they're sending now, and a solid charge could just be what they need to motivate them out of this place. Eh? Yeah. Ah, yeah, it does. Good.
The battle
There's
is
some
very
peasants
much
over
in our
there.
favor. If we remain true and steadfast, victory will be ours.
Oh, look at that. Armored sergeants moving toward us. So let's move our longbows up on the wall, wherefrom they can absolutely rain some death upon them. Routing troops going through the square? That's weird. One wonders what their plan is. Golly, I'm not sure they even know. But what I do know is our longbows are now in place and ready to give these armored sergeants a very bad time. Alright. Another round, please. Yep. That's the kind of thing we want, and they are routed indeed. At which point, we should be able to take our cavalry and send them after them. Any other enemies wishing to invoke the wrath of our fire shooting longbows? Because we got him. Got him right here. And you are town militia. From you I need not fear. Yep. Shaking in their boots.
The battle. If we continue like this, we will smash the enemy. Pursue
Finally,
and run them down.
all Frenchmen are running away. Oh, we can just allow ourselves to capture these. That's okay. Even though our general has been killed by our towers, presumably. But our spearmen have caught some enemies, and that's good.
The enemy are utterly vanquished. This
Yeah.
is a great victory worthy of only the mightiest of generals.
Decent victory. Could have been better, could have been worse. So, Frenchman.
The day is ours, sire.
Very nice. Oh, hello Poland. What do you want to bring to the table today? Bribes. Always a little disappointing when they turn to bribes. Alicia Fowler would like to marry an Edgar Barnes. He's a confident defender, night fighter, talent for command, loyal beyond question, religiously active, 46 years old. Okay, let's do it. Let's do it. He comes to Aleppo. You know what? That's a pretty good place for him. Takes over administration and things seemingly go decently well. More Catholics in Damascus? Well, dear
God's
Mr. Pope.
servant.
Sorry.
In God's name.
What was your name again? There you go. Ugo. Yes. Mr. Ugo, on that we agree 100%. We're going to build town halls and train a priest and...
Sire. I will not waste words on you.
Okay.
At your service.
Interesting development here.
Orders. As you wish, sire.
Perhaps
My lord.
Antioch needs to
Orders.
send some of its
My lord.
forces south. I think Prince Henry the Crusader could probably hang around in Antioch for a little while longer,
Hail my king.
giving Edmund a chance to shine.
We
What do we have here?
you and your business.
Polish merchant Godzimir Borszecki. Or Borszicki. Okay.
At your service.
Do we have someone who can compete with this fella?
At your service.
Oh, the one who could
An
seems to have
opportunity for
gotten
coin,
loyal to
my lord.
coin. Not my favourite happenstance. So
At
all of our
your
guys
service.
are basically
At your
at a skill
service.
level of 4.
At your service.
Whose business shall we take then, sire?
Well, let's hope we can overtake him and then... You know, first overtake him in skill and then we get a 52% chance and we can take that one. See if it helps us.
Yes, Your Highness.
Yalla, my sultan wishes you dead.
Oh, does he
Hail
now?
my king. As you come, I will not wait. By your will,
Smash.
sire, we shall engage.
Cairo
Glory,
still
honor,
needs Walter.
victory.
Without
Hail
Walter,
my king.
Cairo is in shambles. Is George
Hail
needed in
my
Dongola?
king.
Probably. I mean, it's definitely
Hail my
appreciated,
king.
but actually he could leave the place behind and we could be okay. He helps a
Hail
bit
my
with the whole
king.
corruption issue, that's for sure, but here's the thing, if we were to take Alexandria, which is a much more wealthy settlement, his anti-corruption measures would go a lot further there. So I think that's what we're going to do.
Hail my king.
Dongola, don't worry. We'll get to you.
Hail my king.
Additional levels of development will help.
As you will, my king.
Meanwhile,
To battle.
Cairo, the huge city that it is, will continue its quest to re-establish a force that can deter Egypt. I think Walter is a good pick
Hail my king.
for taking care of Cairo. And this guy
Hail
needs
my
2
king.
turns to get to Alexandria. And we have
Son.
1 turn to get there for our troops. Meaning that I want to expedite our recruitment process as much as possible.
Sire.
We can do that by merging a couple of forces. We can delay the catapult and then also the archmilitia.
My
Yep,
lord.
you can also be retrained and then boom, all that matters is handled in a single turn. And here's what we can also do. We can bring in additional catapult. Catapults are pretty nice for assaulting settlements. So we're going to do that. And we're going to be putting them to better use than France. That's basically our goal.
Hail my king! Hail my king!
Tosti Fowler, I'm gonna send you off.
Making camp here, noble sire. Hail my king!
What if Henry leaves Antioch? Just an experiment. Not too bad. Edmund has a decent grasp of it seems.
Hail my king!
You know what, why don't we just send the old guard to Jerusalem then?
With honor, sire. Assembling a mighty host of your troops, sire.
Indeed.
My lord. Orders. Hail my king. My lord. Orders.
Okay.
Sire. My lord.
We're gonna keep the Great Cross in Antioch.
Yes, sire.
And I'm hoping that the troops will be offset by the spear militia that we recruit.
Hail my king.
Henry, head up the troops there. Damascus. You could send some cavalry. And probably do so easily.
Combining forces, sire.
The place is about to be managed a lot better than it is. Because Humphrey here is going to learn. He's 23 years old. He's got a great career ahead of him. I can just feel it. So we're going to hand him a challenging situation. Because why not? Hamburg. You're about to build mines. Some decently lucrative ones. In the meantime, train all the affordable infantry that you can. Armored swordsmen and yeoman archers are basically our standard infantry. Occasionally we'll also take into English knights and retinue archers, of course.
Ships ready.
Hello!
Then do something about it.
The Spanish Navy has arrived.
Yes, my lord.
And has doomed a Spanish invasion force to a watery grave.
Aye, sire.
Are you trying to give me an order?
Perhaps.
A fine day to sail.
This unit will definitely need retraining before venturing back toward Admiral Raunval. Perhaps we'll even need more ships over here.
Orders, sire.
But we can't really afford them now. Not while retraining this Hulk.
Orders.
Maybe we should,
sire.
if we keep this one for what it is, we can train 2 in London.
Fleet ready, sire. Ships ready, sire.
Good. Alright.
Aye, sire. Yes, sir. Full sail.
Smack Esteban.
Yes, sire. Preparing to board. Orders.
And then we're going to collect our forces. And we're going to go with Edgar for our expeditionary force.
Sire, we're combining forces.
Ren could also send some militia. We're probably going to be taking over the city, so having some militia with us is a good idea, I think.
As you wish.
So we're just going to restock. After that, let's get one more.
Yes, sire.
We're not going to miss them terribly. We're putting 3 on order. Admiral Philip.
Boarding transport, sire.
As soon as possible, you're just going to take them to Leon, I think.
Ships ready.
Or are we going to go for Toledo first? It's probably one of those two. Toledo's riskier. Way more terrain to move through. Higher chance of failure. Because there's just more ways in which we can be assaulted on the way. They could keep pouring forces together to inflict casualties on us again and again. There's no guarantee we could break through. So I'm going to go to Leon.
No more wind today.
And if it goes really well, we might push on inwards. And then we won't be suffering from attrition from 2 sides, potentially. Which is a better way of doing things, I believe. Nuremberg. Nice. Metz. Not much to do. Retrain some billmen. Milan. Let's have a look at Milan, I think. Yeah, we need to look at Milan. Yeah. Milan time. I really do both need the walls repaired and the next ones built. But we're going to start by repairing the walls.
Orders, my lord.
And the safest thing for us to do with these knights is probably to send them to Innsbruck. They can be retrained over here, and probably even receive some decent armor. Maybe. Can they receive light mail upgrades? Do they need something heavier? They need heavier mail. Okay. That's okay though. That's fine.
Sire. Orders.
Dum dum dum.
Orders. Sire. Orders.
And we could even send some troops from Innsbruck over to Milan. We're gonna send them this way though.
Your command.
Doesn't make a practical difference for us on the logistics end of things, but it will make them safer than traveling through Venice. Veneto. Okay. Denmark, how are you doing? Hamburg? Feeling pretty safe. Nuremberg? Got an army that we need to use. And we need to put some pressure on Frankfurt. This is what we'll want to do, I think. I'm going to put these guys together. Send them to Hamburg. Could we potentially retrain these Frankish knights? Eventually, yes, but not yet. That's okay. You know what, let's make these guys as good as they can be, so they will probably receive... Yeah, they'll receive a weapons upgrade, I think. So the Swordsmith's Guild, and they might even receive some heavy mail from the Armourer. This is all lovely. And then these troops can depart next turn. So if we're going to make that one happen,
My lord.
then we will want this army of Captain Edmund gone. Or Edmund, sorry. Gone.
My lord. Yes, sire.
We're going to send reinforcements, because otherwise I don't think I want to risk it. It's going to take out too much of our army. But if we gather some forces from Staufen and Metz, then we can definitely break through whatever these guys have. And who knows what Teuden decides to do. I should do not, and I do not want to guess.
My king. Command me, sire.
I command you to Bruges. For now. Okay, another turn then.
The enemy has surrounded us. We are besieged.
Where do you come from? Okay, it seems that our invasion force may have to stay in Rennes for a little longer.
Slaughter awaits either way.
Poland? We were allies. Sometimes the game just forgoes all logic, but
Aye, sire.
alright.
Your will, sire.
Here's step number 1. Crush this fella. I don't care who you are. You're not getting away with this. Oh, you just thought, I'll hire some mercenary troops now and I'll have some fun. No.
War then, sire. My
You're
king.
not gonna get that lucky.
Battle it is then, sire.
Gonzalo de Murcia. I am not going to be kind to you.
I shall lead our forces into battle.
You join me as our troops have assembled on the edge of the map because, well, our opponents decided that it would be a great idea to camp on a hill. So we're just trying to wrest them of their advantage. And the most effective means of doing that: smash the crossbows and also just have our lovely merry way with them at range like
If
our
we remain
archers
true and
do
steadfast,
best.
Victory will be ours.
But of course we had to get up here in order to be able to achieve that. Mercenary crossbowmen coming along. Okay. Cavalry, come this way. I think you will be useful. This will probably provoke a response from their cavalry bodyguards. But we'll also be shooting them, so, you know. That probably means that the crossbows will be reforming their lines so much that they can't really shoot effectively. Indeed. And now our cavalry comes to make them feel hunted. You know? Can't have these people hunting us with crossbows. It's simply not sporting. It's not fair. Is it, Sergeant Waffle?
No, sir! Winning the battle. If we continue
Exactly,
like this,
that's what I thought.
we will smash the enemy.
And still, the General's bodyguard is doing very little to actually contest our plans. It's as if they've lost their courage completely. They scream onward, but... now they charge! Okay, okay. Good on you guys, good on you. Here come the longbows. Let's see who gets them first. Spearmen, longbows, or our own cavalry. We're just trying to minimize losses as much as possible. Okay. You want to fight our most heavily armored troops? Well, good luck to you. Okay, it'll hurt us a little bit. Not even armored swordsmen have what it takes to completely resist a charge like that, but...
The enemy general has no
that
honor.
being said...
He flees the field by St. George.
Yeah,
We've
they just didn't
captured
have
the
what it
enemy's
took
general.
to overcome it either.
Cowardly dog to turn tail and the battle is very much in our favor. If we remain true and steadfast, victory will be ours.
Our English knights raiding through the land.
Behold how our cowardly
Aha.
foe runs. It's time to press the attack.
It's a wonderful sight. Have we taken... yeah, 92% of them. That's pretty good. And of course we captured their general, so there's no coming back from this unless they pay a fee. And we might even not allow that.
By the victory we have won here today.
Ooh, armored swordsman losing 34 in that charge. Hurts a little bit to be on the receiving end of a wrecking ball. Farewell to the Spanish.
Yes.
Okay.
Marching.
Go to Rennes.
As you command. Ships
And,
ready. Aye, sire.
well, as for our fleets,
Fleet ready, sire. Ships ready.
the threat of our new fleet under Admiral Lawrence seems to have
Aye,
deterred the Danes. Oh,
Yes, sir.
spoke too soon
Ships
perhaps.
ready.
But at least we can
Aye,
put
sire.
all of our forces in a similar area so that
Fine day.
we don't suffer the indignity of
Ships
potential
ready.
devastation against Raunval.
Fighting the enemy fleet.
And as for
Admiring
Esteban,
the enemy, eh?
yeah, we might also hunt him down. We'll see who ends up taking care of our landing party. Depends on the situation next turn, I guess. Ah yes, besieged by Poland. So, our forces gathered in Hamburg, and what a good decision that was.
Forward to fighting you.
We'll now have to face off against the Poles.
If it is the fight you wish,
My lord.
It's like they failed to
forward to
attack
fight
Emund properly, and now they're taking it out on
My
us.
lord.
Your frustrations do not give you credence
To battle it is, then,
for
sire.
such attacks,
Victory!
Poland.
Nothing can stop us, sire.
Nothing would.
This is a orders. As you win, sire. Merging armies, my lord. Orders. My lord. As you wish. Combining
Is this
forces,
army enough?
sire.
Possibly. It depends on how well supplied their forces at Frankfurt actually are.
battle will resolve.
If they're all wounded and... yeah. Then we've got some pretty good odds. Good, Zemir. You have made your last deal.
Going all out with their assets, sire. Opening a new trade lane, my liege.
Next turn, back to Aleppo to make more money from spices.
At your service. At your service.
And then there's George, who'll be heading to
By
Alexandria.
your will, sire, we shall engage.
And by
Hail,
our
my
will, he
king.
shall engage.
My lord.
We'll certainly need to offset the troops we take from here.
Orders. Sire. My lord.
But we have another turn in which to get everything done. Everything's set and ready. They seem to have some decent troops here though. The Halberd Militia, a fine little unit of theirs. What did your skill level end up
At
as?
your service.
6. Okay, nice. Very nice, very nice.
Orders. Sire.
We would see you dead, heathen.
My lord.
It's very possible that this is just a bunch of
get
spear militia.
Come face me.
I would love to know.
Would you wish to
But we
establish
don't
new
have
trade
any agents
God's
nearby that
servant.
could take a look at it this turn.
At your service.
Maybe Simon Hick, of all people.
Sire. As you wish.
On our construction side of things, everything is sort of progressing okay. And while we do want the ballista towers, there's not much point in commissioning them while they cannot be built. Ooh, Dublin got a shipwright. Very good. Very, very good. What shall we shoot for? Irrigation? Council chambers? Council chambers are good. It's a cheap way of increasing our
Fleet ready,
growth
sire.
rate.
My king.
Salutation.
And then
Yes.
Paul Taylor. Shall we go and threaten Toulouse?
They'll wish they'd never been born, sire. Besieging
Certainly.
the cowards, my liege.
A couple of rams, a bunch of
Patiently
ladders.
Waiting to breach and butcher, sire.
Hello, Prince Gussel. Or Gussel. I guess it's Gussel. Hungary and Portugal broking alliances with Poland over their war against us. Completely unprovoked, may I add. Fun stuff.
I look forward to
We'll see if
fighting
these Poles decide to attack Hamburg. Let's just out of curiosity, let's have a look at their army.
To war then, sire.
We can do that by just inspecting them on the battle sheet and returning. So, Polish nobles, decent troops, but not great at attacking a city. Dismounted Polish nobles, decent spearmen. Woodsmen, decent light infantry with axes. But actually, this is not a great army for taking on what is behind the walls. So, if they want to attack us, then they shall be so welcome to do so. Absolutely welcome to do so.
Orders, my lord. Joining for we shall slaughter them, Milan.
Battle will resolve our differences.
Battle will resolve our differences. They certainly will.
I will not waste words
Milan
with
has
the
its
enemy.
walls rebuilt. This is a lot of crossbow militia, so I wouldn't feel too confident about their chances, actually. Nonetheless, it's quite likely that they will attack on the end turn. Let's have a look.
Yes, sire.
Here we
Bring the
go.
battle to the enemy.
Units, await my orders.
Alright then, another spy in our midst. Let's inspect the premises. They stand over here, our troops are everywhere. We have reinforcements coming in. From way up here. Fantastic. Let them run. Our spear militia will of course be going toward the gate, and our archers, sweet as they are, they're going to be guarding the walls. You're on wall duty. Let's see, you are way back there. Okay. We may just put you sort of here. You'll have to run, of course. You guys, you're pretty close. I'm happy with that, but I do want you somewhere like this. And then, General, on the other hand, decently far away. If we can put him somewhere like that, I would be happy. Good, let's do it. Once again, the presence of siege equipment seems to have completely nullified any spy advantages they thought they had. And they fire upon the gate. Well, more power to them, I guess. And let's see what their ballistas do now. Walls. Okay. And it seems they're somehow out of range of our ballista towers. That's a little annoying. Can we set that siege tower ablaze? That would be nice. As much as their melee infantry shall be killed as possible before they even decide to move. Wall nearly gone. Well, that section of it anyway.
The enemy are through the walls. Fight
And their
on.
armoured sergeants are
Get
being
no further.
hounded by our ballista towers. Yeoman archers? Oh, you are inside. That's great. Because I want you over here. Their army is degraded. I don't see how they can expect to win now. Yay! Our enemy are actually moving at us now. They've already suffered the casualty rate that would astound most people with that little gain that they had made. But hey, that's just the name of the game sometimes. When you can't figure out how to attack an enemy, the enemy will figure out a way to defend themselves regardless of what you do. And that's what we're doing. And they're running away with we haven't even killed that general yet. Germans. You may not appreciate Italian food, but don't consider this a morale debacle because of lack of sausage, okay? I promise you, we've got plenty of sausages to go around in here. Or salsicce, as Italians would call them. Okay, crossbow militia. You wish to stand there and shoot?
Give them steel. For the
Don't mind if I
fortune of
stab.
battle goes our way. Let's pray it remains as such. St. George, save us! The enemy have the walls. Look to our
Oh,
defense, or
no.
all will be lost.
Oh, they ran away. Okay, so now they're just going all over here. Are they putting ladders elsewhere too? Seemingly not.
The battle is very much in our favor. If we remain true and steadfast, victory will be ours.
Beat them with your little hammers, my friends. Beat them. It's hammer time. Oh, okay. You're being killed, but they're all running away. It's a nice dynamic that I call inconsistency. Oh, hello, spear militia. Come over here and welcome the enemy. They wish to run away. Let's make sure they run into very warm and welcoming arms.
The enemy are badly
Do
blooded.
not ask what meaning of
lost
the
half
word
their men.
arms I'm referring to.
The battle is very much in our favor. If we remain true and steadfast, victory will be ours.
Spoiler alert, I may be intending that to be weapons, but we all have weapons here. I think we can all agree weapons are very much justified when you attack an enemy city.
My lord, our enemy has command of the city.
Eh? Right. Longbows, come this way. Billman, come this way. Yeoman, come this way.
The battle is very much in our favor. If we remain true and steadfast, victory will be ours.
I'm gonna fire you guys up. What's this? Crossbow militia? Fighting... Okay, well... we're going to take them out for sure.
Our
Yeoman,
men are winning
get
the
in there.
battle. If we continue by St. George, our foe has lost control of the city.
Wonderful. Okay. Longbows. Shoot those people. Did they put up ladders over here while I was not looking? Nope, they just took very circuitous routes around town. Even more of the buggers. German ingenuity on full display, I guess.
Behold how our cowardly
And
foe
all of them run
runs.
away,
It's time
straight
to press
into
the
our
attack.
arms, the way we love them to. Good work, my little sausages. And as they say in Italy, Porca la miseria! Arrivederci.
All of Christendom will be awed by the victory we have won here today.
Yeah, decent enough. They got cash? No, they don't. Too bad for them. And here comes Milan. This place is really a magnet for enemy attention, isn't it?
The enemy lays siege to our people, sire.
Explorers Guild in Dongola. I would actually love a trade guild. Cease hostilities against France. How about no?
Command me, sire.
I guess we'll have to desist. Alright, dear Pope. Where might we go then? Constantinople? Thessalonica? Venice? No. No chance in hell of that, apparently.
I'm sure we can strike a deal.
And Spain has been reconciled, you know. Dear Pope, you just don't know what you're doing.
My king. Yes. Yes,
I guess the Pope has looked upon all the carnage unleashed in these lands and he's decided that, nah, it's probably just better to try and instill a bit of order
Aye, sire. Fleet
through
ready,
discipline.
sire. You want us? Yes, sire. Preparing to board and are you? And the grapples and prepare to board. Ships ready. Combining naval forces. Sire, the fleet command me.
Alright then, off to Lyon we go.
We'll drop anchor.
Trade is doing very well in our homelands. And in the Netherlands as well. Dongola, of course, will need some serious investment. But there is serious investment to be had. You know, next turn or something. For now, I would love to take the edge of all this, off of all this corruption that we've got going around the place. And we can do a little bit of reduction. We can increase trade threefold as well. It's not nothing. A town hall has helped dramatically in Damascus. And now Town Watch will also help.
Hail my king. Hail my king. Assembling a mighty host of your troops, sire. Hail my
Tosti
king.
Fowler. Take off with the cavalry and lay siege to Jerusalem immediately.
As you command,
If
my
they
liege.
wish to attack
Hail
us
my
in response,
king.
let them
Yes,
come.
my liege. Your will, sire. Hail my king, sire.
Then,
War, then,
yeah,
sire.
we're just going to pressure them one at a time.
Glorious victory. Hail my king. Yallah, my sultan wishes you dead.
I think we're at a point where we can start
Hail
seeing
my
where it's
king.
all going to come together.
As you will, my king.
Yes.
And our war in and around Cairo and Alexandria will also soon be coming to a wonderful little conclusion.
Orders. Yes, sire. Merging armies, my lord.
With some sacrifices to be had in Cairo.
Combining forces, sire.
At your
God's servant. Yes.
Oh, it's not too bad. It's
On
not
my
too bad.
God's servant.
65 we can survive.
Hail my king.
And if the result is an additional settlement,
Hail my king. As you
then
command,
I'm
my
not gonna
liege.
be displeased at all. We could try to assault it immediately. I'm gonna have a good, nice bit of sleep on this one.
Yes.
Orders.
Hail my king.
And I think we should let Ralph of
Hail
Hungerford
my king.
go off to
Hail
war.
my king. I'm
We
afraid
could use an
not,
additional
my
general for
Hail
our
my
Spanish campaign.
king. Ready, sire.
Hope he doesn't get crushed by the Spanish Armada on the way. Yeah, Alfgar should be able to handle any Spanish insurgency. The feudal knights will also be nice,
Heading to board and
but
engage
we're
the
gonna need to
enemy.
bring them to the mainland.
My lord.
Something that's not really forthcoming at the moment.
My lord. Orders. As you wish.
But for now, we'll just send some troops around so that we can support various places in case the Spanish go one way or the other. Because they could go to Rennes, they could go to Caen, they could go to Angers. I think Rennes is still their preferred target simply because of the proximity, but they could also be going for Bordeaux, I suppose. But yeah, it seems that they take trade links rather seriously, and Rennes does indeed have trade links with places like Lyon and Toledo both. So, you know, I think that's sort of the reasoning of the AI on that one. But that's just me offering a little bit of simple conjecture to pass the time before I tell everybody that everything is gonna be fine. I hope you have a lovely day. I hope the sun shines on you. I hope it may. And I wish that you find yourself wonderfully occupied with good things and lovely people. Be kind to yourself, be good to those you love, and thanks for joining me on this medieval adventure.
This has been Waffle, Total Waffle.